As promised, today we're going to take on double S difficulty, but we are not going to use the new movie Deku. So previously, when I took on this climax battle, I used this team right here. Yes, I did not really switch out my memories. I just didn't care to, but I had power memories on Bakugo and Deku, and it also gives them a little bit of plus ultra. And they are just power memories with Adventure Awaits when you don't have other types of characters on the team. So like anyone who is confused about why I ran those memories, I was just lazy. That was literally it. And then the memory on Uraraka, it is to give action skill cooldown time. And I don't necessarily need that with this team because Deku does that, but it also, the main reason I ran it was because it gives max HP to male characters, and I thought that the Bakugo needed a little bit of extra max HP. That being said, I didn't want to put a max HP memory on Bakugo because I wanted him to have more damage, which is why I had the power on him, but I could have switched it out to like, I think crit memories would have been better, obviously, and I could have just optimized the memories. I was honestly just lazy. So for anyone that was confused about why I ran the memories I ran in the last video, there you go, there's your explanation. And for the new team, this is what we're going to be running today. I have already successfully completed this climax battle on double S difficulty with this team right here. So it is possible to do it without the new movie Deku. Granted, I am running 3 limited characters, being Celebration Bakugo, Celebration Deku, and the Fantasy Deku. But it works out pretty well. So Adventure Awaits on Star and Stripe, because we do have a multitude of different characters on this team. We have green, yellow, red, right? That will give her more plus ultra gauge. It will also give her more crit rate. It'll give her more HP and more power, and that'll help her out quite a bit. And then also we are running an action skill cooldown time memory on Bakugo, mainly for the HP once again, because Bakugo can reduce action skill cooldown times. And then we are running Dulce Summertime on Deku. It does give evasion, but the evasion is just kind of like a added bonus. It's more for the status element nullification that you get with that memory. And then on the subslots, we have Fantasy Deku and Faux 100% Deku. The idea is that they switch in during phase 3, and then they will be able to survive through phase 3 and phase 4 and kill Redestro and Geten even if everyone else dies. Specifically Faux 100% Deku, if you can get him to turn 5, he will just go crazy, which is why we have Fantasy Meadow on him to give him HP. When he drops to a certain amount of HP, it will heal him back up. So with all of that said, let's go ahead and hop in. So we are going to use defense down first with Star and Stripe and Bakugo, and then we'll do our AoE with Deku. I do think we're going to do the AoE defense down with Bakugo first, that way we're getting the most out of Star and Stripe's damage. So we're going to go after Geten first for this first phase. So this will deal damage to the opponents, decrease their power and defense by 25%, and speed by 35% for 3 turns, which is super helpful. Then we're going to do the fist bump to the earth. It decreases their defense by an additional 15% and decreases their speed by an additional 15%. Also, this also increases this skill's skill impact by 35% if there are already int type opponents, which of course there are. And then we're going to do this. Oh, the damage, man, from Star and Stripe. My goat. Okay, and we got to evade that attack from Redestro thanks to Dulce Summertime, so it was actually a little bit useful there. Let's go. Yeah, let's go in this order actually here, because this is just going to regen HP and cancel status elements. Yep. And we are into the next phase. Beautiful. I could have actually probably saved use of Dulce Summertime right there and not gotten the evasion, but that's alright. Don't get ahead of yourself, you'll be the one to die. So now for phase 2, Redestro is going to draw aggro. You have to hit him all the way down to 0 health in order to seal him. If you seal him, then he won't be able to draw aggro anymore because he won't be able to use his action skill essentially to draw aggro. So you want to do as much damage during this phase as you can to Redestro, and then eventually you will be able to target Geten. Alright, he is burning as well, nice. This should do a lot. 99,000, beautiful. Star and Stripe has never popped off as much as she is right now in this climax battle. It's like the first time she actually has a really good use, and I'm really happy about it. We'll do the defense down once again, just like we did before. And that is Redestro Seal. Alright, we should be able to... Yep, we are now able to target Geten, so that is what we'll do. Beautiful damage. And we almost made it to the next phase right there. We were so close. Alright, we'll use all of our plus ultras here. Not that it's necessary, but why not? Alright, looks good. I won't let anything else get in Redestro's way. Alright, so here we go. This is where it starts to get hard. The first two phases are pretty easy. This is where it gets a little bit risky, and we start to see potentially characters die. If Redestro gets his plus ultra off, it's rough for us. I guess it just depends on if we land the bind, really is a big part of this, so hopefully we can land the bind with the full 100% Deku. That would be big. Alright, so we're gonna go like this against Geten. This should work fairly well. And we gotta keep in mind Frost here. Whenever you're doing damage to them, you're doing damage to yourself, and like Deku just almost killed himself. But luckily he did not die, so that's good. We have, I believe, no Frost on foe 100%, which is fantastic if that's the case, which it is. Alright, so we don't have to worry about that. So we'll go ahead and use these other two skills, and then we'll attack with foe 100%. Hopefully get a bind would be nice. No bind, unfortunate. So you can still bind them, keep that in mind. It's really nice when you do get the bind, because it's just going to help your team survive, but unfortunately right there, we did not get that. Alright, we are on turn 3 with full 100% though, so that's solid. We're going to do the defense down with Star and Stripe here. Hopefully these two don't die before they get to plus ultra. Oh, okay. Fantasy is now into his persistence, which is fine. And we should be into the next phase. We are. Beautiful. You seem to have made your decision, but don't think I'll make your loss an easy one. And now Redestro doesn't get to plus ultra because we did the phase shift, and we have 2 more turns of Fantasy Deku being able to do insane damage and not having to worry about Frost. Like, we can have 100 stacks of Frost on Fantasy Deku. Persistence will keep us alive, which is what makes him really particularly good here. I'm not going to worry too much about skill chains because I am just more worried about actually getting in damage right here, so that's what we're going to focus on. Oof, that was a big plus ultra. Foe 100% is at 5 stacks of Fajin though, so he will survive no matter what, which is big. Alright, he dies, that's fine. Actually, this might be perfect because now we get 2 defense downs and then we get to do this. So, yo, I think we're good. Defense down. Defense down. Piercing shot and dead. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Alright, and I think we pretty much have this now. Foe 100% wraps this up easy. There we go. There we go. That was exactly the plan. It worked out perfectly. Yes, you only have 1 character in the end, but hey, if you didn't have the new movie Deku or you didn't have any of the characters in the previous video, hopefully this gives you guys an idea of kind of where to start. Hopefully maybe those sub-slot units who are goated, right, can carry you through this. If you get the bind with full 100% Deku earlier on, it makes it even easier, right? So there you go. If you guys did enjoy the video, please consider going down there, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.